That wraps up all the good OCs. So, going back in the same order we presented in, let's talk about bad OCs.
Oh man, I get to head this one off.
Yeah, you do.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So I went and picked this OC called Madam Silk. Madam Silk is a spider pony. She glows in the dark. She's covered in webs, but she can't actually make her own webs. So that's sort of a curiosity. So she, being a spider pony, she hunts other ponies and kills and eats them. Also, apparently, she can seduce ponies. Also, other abilities, she's laced in poison, so touching her will make you break out with like rashes and itching. And her kisses and bites are lethal and will kill you. And her legs let her crawl down, up or down any surface, any side of any surface. And her legs also let her jump and pounce. And she, quote unquote, fucking glows in the dark. Okay, so all she really does, and the author literally writes this, is all she really does is hunt, feed, sleep, and repeat. And she doesn't have really any social interactions. And she flirts with ponies, and when she does, it means she's gonna kill you. And talking outside of her
spooky.
flirting with you doesn't happen, I guess.
But this character does look like it was written by my good OC. Spooks wrote a spider pony.
Yes. So, okay, so...
Oh goodness,
Let
that
me
is
open
pretty
up.
terrifying.
I did write... Yeah, if Spooks wrote a spider pony, that'd be terrifying.
No, I think this works.
This works. So, okay. Part of the problem is the character... If you're designing an OC character for My Little Pony, it should fit some way into the show's canon. And in this situation, with the character you've created, the only way to do that is to make them a villain. Because their personality, the way they act, and the things they do gives... Nobody would ever want to be around this pony ever, or interact with them in any way, really. So, in that situation, what you need to do is set up some kind of lore, especially with a spider pony. So, are there other ponies like this?
I think
Or is she
Psycho's-
like a queen like Chrysalis, and she has underlings, or is she just a unique situation? So, like, what's going on there? And does she have any weaknesses, or is she just... other than glowing in the dark, which would be considered a weakness, I don't think you'd want to give out your position to your prey.
That's a pretty big weakness to natural selection.
Yeah. So, it's just, there's a lot that could be done with the character, and all we really know is she just kills things. So, like, where did she live? I mean, it's just such a waste. And in terms of the design, I really love the colors, I love the idea of the spider pony. I actually really like how you can only kind of see the eye, because everything else is so dark. But the problem you're going to have with that is putting it on any dark background, which, I mean, obviously she probably lives in that kind of environment, is you won't be able to see her. It's almost as if she was designed what she would look like if she were in the shadows. So, picture the character coming out of a dark environment, coming to the light so you can see her face. She's actually kind of got this unusual nose. You won't ever get that effect because her face is so dark with the mane. So it's a really interesting character that doesn't have any story to it. And that just makes me sad. Because spider ponies would be really great.
Yeah.
And you just think about the other villains the show has had. It's had some pretty strong villains. We don't count Sombra. But Chrysalis would
Don't you
be...
be talking shit about Sombra.
Yeah. Such a horrible villain!
How is he? We'll do this later.
Oh my gosh, do we know anything
since-
about
since
all
you
he ever
guys-
does is go
Since
around.
you guys are going off topic anyway.
Okay, yeah.
I think Sayako's entirety of ponies might be AU anyway. Like,
AU,
I don't think
mean
alternate
author.
universe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she, like, never, ever mentions anything, like...
But
the
even with
most
alternate
real
universe-
things she uses is, like,
But then,
in Manhattan,
you know-
maybe.
I think
Other
the
than
only
that.
thing that, like, I can see how you can escape the dark elements with, like, the fact that she hunts on people and stuff like that by putting it in an AU. There, you have a darker setting, it's ponies, but dark. Fine. You escape the blood and violence. but you're still lacking details on her race here.
It's more about...
I mean, to me, it's
Isn't it more about the character than their race?
Well, like, okay, so think about the other example I had. It was very clear there's a culture there, this pony fit in there. So how does this pony fit into the world? Whatever world it is. If it is an AU world, what is that world? I mean, it's not a world I would want to live in.
I can see where both of you are coming from, because AU has been an example of how you can get away with darker elements in the show for us. It's like we can't really argue with an alternate universe because it's not the universe of ponies, where we all know exactly. Because if it's how that universe works, then it's how that universe works, and we can't really change that. But here, I think like just a little bit more about her would make sense. Like, she doesn't have a cutie mark. Is that just because she doesn't have a special talent, or is that part of her breed of pony?
She's got like a spider mark on her chest with that shot.
But she also has it near her
that's
eye.
interesting.
She has the same spider mark near her eye and stuff.
Oh, does she? I can't even see it.
Yeah, it's really.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, that's my main qualm about this one. It's just so impossible to see anything. Other than that,
I think I agree with the fact that it's like the main problem I have with at least this particular picture of Madame Silk is the fact that it is so dark and hard to see anything in. Moving on from that OC, we're going to take a look at my bad OC this week. Now, I've brought on Balthazar by Joey Vodka. Likes sweet things, coffee, tea, music, flirting, and friends. Dislikes summer, heat, being insulted, being lonely, and annoying people. His personality is cold, kind, scary, short-tempered, and loving. And this next part is kind of where I come into the most problems with this character, is his story about how he got his cutie mark. Balthazar was always picked on, and he never stood up for himself. He didn't have that many friends, and his younger sister, Dream Shet, it says in there, but I'm pretty sure it means Dream Catcher. I'm pretty sure that's a typo. Anyway, his sister, Dream Catcher, was also teased. He would stand up for her, and one of the days his little sister told him, even though he's so silent and strange, he brings glory and pride to what she does, or brings glory and pride, and becomes kindness and encouragement. And I'm like, okay, sure. That being said, that it always, I don't know, stands up for people and whatnot. I don't know. He says, quote, just because I'm strong or don't have my cutie mark like you doesn't make you better. With the way you act, it makes you worse when standing up to this one bully that was picking on his sister. And then he got his cutie mark, and I'll get into how I feel about his cutie mark in just a second.
I'll tell you how I feel about it in a minute.
Summary is more pride of knowing how you are and how you should feel about yourself. Now, I'm going to talk about this cutie mark for a second.
Can we just say barbed wire raped around lag record?
That too.
Somehow I read that without actually realizing.
Yeah.
That's what
There's a lot of things wrong with this. It's I'm getting this feeling of sexual diversity and being open and accepting of people, and I can get behind that. But when your character is a pansexual and just fights bullies, having all of the other types of sexuality portrayed in the paw of this cutie mark is confusing as all hell.
Also, the fact that it's a paw is confusing as well.
Also, the fact that it's a paw. Like, what does he have to do with animals? Like, I think that's a wolf paw. It just seems like a lot of symbolism that isn't needed, and it is really dumb. I'm gonna say flat out. You can tweak it. You can make it like a paw that I'm sorry, but I don't know.
What's going on here, Mummified, is that this person is misinterpreting what a cutie mark is. Unless this person's special talent is being the specialist pansexual there is on the planet of Equestria, then it's not really a special talent. It's something you're supposed to be good at. Maybe, I don't know, what would be a standing up to a bully cutie mark look like?
You don't know, a shield?
A shield. Yeah, maybe a shield. Maybe you could make a shield with the pansexual flag. I don't know. Then you could have both fucking things. But it being a paw and having all the different sexuality flags on it, it's making the pansexuality the most important part about your character.
Oddly enough, the first thing I noticed about this character was the fact that this character is named Balthazar. For those of you who don't know basic Christian mythology and whatnot, Balthazar was one of the... basic.
That's
things.
not basic.
It's pretty... Alright,
That's
it's like...
not basic.
It's like the
Alright,
end
enlighten
of a
me, because I can't remember what Balthazar is.
Balthazar is the... one of the three wise men, or three kings. I believe he was the Arab prince of whatever that came, obviously, to see Jesus. Now, I can get behind the idea that maybe a character is named Balthazar because maybe he lives in the desert, or maybe he lives whatever. Maybe he is some sort of royalty. Literally, nothing about this character makes me think anything to do with the name Balthazar. We talk a lot about pony names, like we have Madame Silk, or we have Sequin, or you have Arwana, or Midnight Sketch. All names that sort of lend themselves back to what the character does. I think the creator of this pony doesn't know what this character does. You need to take a step back, think about what this character is. Why would you need a name like Balthazar? You can put any other name behind it, and I think it would be a lot better instead of that. It's a lot of things that are not needed with this character. I don't have a problem with its colors. I don't have a problem with its mane, and I don't have a problem with its tail, or even the flutlocks, or anything to do with it. I'm even okay with the paint coloring on its rear end. I don't care about all that. I'm perfectly fine with having all of that. But all the points that we've talked about, just get rid of them. Get rid of them. Change the name, change the cutie mark, get rid of the barbed wire. I don't care how required it is. Your guys' thoughts?
Wow. So I think that the character is supposed to be like a defender of different sexuality, in which case the cutie mark would be, I mean, you could do like a rainbow hoof shape. I don't know why it's a paw. I'm thinking that it's probably a paw because this person likes dogs or wolves or something with a paw shape, and they just put things they liked together, and that's what you got. So you could make a cutie mark that's like defender of, protector of having different sexual orientations, whatever. That's fine.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah. So, but pretty much everything else that you said, yeah.
Yeah.
If there weren't the problems that he had already mentioned, I would fix those first, but I would have problems with the coloring too. It just there's too much going on, and it's bleh.
Fixing those few things that we mentioned about this character, I think you can possibly salvage something that is a fairly decent character. Just really stand back, think about what you're doing with this character, and I believe you'll make a great OC. But moving on from that, we are going to take a look at Medi's bad OC this week. Medi Bobo, tell us all about the bad OC that you've brought on this week.
Well, if you notice, they don't put the full name of this pony into their picture here. But I'm going to assume the LDS stands for Lightning Dash S something. Maybe Lightning Dash Shoots. But this is Lightning Dash. And you can see the very edge here. There's a lot of things wrong with this picture. One, the red is very oversaturated.
Yeah, and so is the yellow. Come on. Also, why does he have a fang? He's a pony.
I think that's a tongue.
Yeah, unless that's his tongue.
No. I think it's a fang.
It better be a fang, because tongues don't come to points like that.
Well,
not like
we don't
that.
know what it is, Smooth, because this pony really came with no backstory at all.
At all?
He has no
There's
None at
nothing.
all.
There is nothing.
I didn't get anything with this pony. So I apologize if you have the greatest written OC and I did not receive your backstory. And this OC actually just makes up for it with the amazing backstory. It blows my mind. But I'm just going to move on to aesthetics since there isn't really any character here. Besides the cutie mark, which is just a lightning bolt. Because this just looks like a younger person wanted to make an OC, but they also had ideas for a very dark character. But they didn't write anything out.
It's very adolescent.
It's very adolescent.
It's really hard to judge when we just there's nothing here for us to judge.
Yeah, and that's
really.
one of the biggest issues when it comes to putting a character out onto the internet. You want to put it out and give us unless you're Crown Prince, obviously you want to hide all the information from everyone.
Yeah, and if you're going to hide all the information from everyone, don't submit it to a show that does this. That doesn't make sense. It's illogical. That goes against the purpose.
The best thing you could do is give us a brief description. Just tell us his name. I had to make an assumption that his name is Lightning Dash due to your username and the picture being called LDS. But yes, the issue here is there's a lot of lacking in the just presentation of this pony. I don't even care about the amateur art skills because sometimes you work with what you got. I can't. Just sometimes it just works, sometimes it doesn't. So this isn't really an art show. This is about your character, and we don't know what your character is, and you submitted it to us.
So that being said, if you are out there thinking, how should I submit my OC? You should submit your OC
on the YouTube comment section, obviously.
Please, no, not there. But always make sure that that somewhere in your profile is a full description of your character, so that we can have something to base it off of.
All right, yeah, I've got nothing to say about the OC.
This is going to be a shorter OC, but this is
it.
I think I'm going to use this as an example of, please, when you submit your character, have descriptions in the description.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything here could have helped bump this character up, honestly. This is a blank slate. I have no idea what to assume from this. We don't even know if that's a tooth or a tongue.
Moving on to the next bad OC this week.
Which is the last one.
Which is also the last one. So we are almost there. Smooth, bring it on home for us. Tell us all about your good OC Part 2.
And on a high note.
This is One Wing. She's named One Wing because she only has one wing.
Very, very precognate parents.
No, you can see the wing in the background bleeding.
That's actually her cutie mark.
Is it? Oh.
Yep, because she well, let me just real quick. She just absolutely loved going out into, she lived in frozen north kind of thing. Her father loved to teach her ice fishing and stuff like that, going out into the ice, the cold and all that. One time she went alone. It was thin ice.
Oh no.
Oh no!
She made the hole so she could go ice fishing. Started cracking. She only has one wing. She can't fly. She fell in.
Oh god.
Oh.
Smooth!
Wait, what happened to where did the other wing go before that story?
I assume she was born with one wing.
She was born with it, or without it.
She fell in.
Oh god.
She didn't survive.
Did you
She's
really?
dead.
Oh my god.
What is with the past two OCs?
She's dead, mummified. She's dead.
And there's nothing I can do to save her?
She's dead, and it's all your fault!
Well, shouldn't Sequin come in and save them with the otter and wee?
If only.
Well, I mean, Sequin would save them if this wasn't another one of Spook's scary stories.
Yeah.
Also frozen north, so
Damn it.
kinda can't.
Yachts can't get around in the frozen north.
Yeah, that's almost impossible. Anyway, go on.
She learned her special now here's my main gripe with this. She got her special talent right when she died.
What?
Because she realized
Whoa!
I should be dead. and being a ghost as dead is my special talent.
What? That I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
So wait.
Oh, come on,
So-
but that could be
so
so
she-
cool.
Though
Yeah,
it
go
did
ahead.
logically come about through a lot of bullying and being picked on because she only had one wing, and everyone was all like, "Oh, only one wing, haha." Wow, that name is very mean. You know, I feel bad as a bully because your parents were worse bullies to you than anyone could ever be for naming you One Wing. Why would you do that?
Wow. So, Smooth, I need a detail cleared up. Did she die and is now a ghost?
Yes.
Okay, good, because I was about to say, well then what the fuck is the point of having a cutie mark if you just die?
Because she's a ghost now. And being a ghost now, she's actually kind of happy.
Oh.
She... Once again, I love bringing on ghost characters that love life, or not life, I guess.
I swear to God, Smooth.
I don't know why.
Smooth, is there something you want to tell us?
I don't know.
Are you a ghost?
Also, she's an incredibly nice pony, so when she's going around just, just kind of looking to help out someone else, she'd be like, "Oh, hey, look! Someone to help! Oh, a ghost!"
Irony at its best.
You know how that works.
Oh my god. Getting a cutie mark when you die.
Yeah.
I think it actually is kind of interesting. No.
It shows Equestria can be.
It's
just
another
as
one of
cool
those
as
stories
real life.
where... Yeah, but it's another one of those stories where, oh, the character is bullied, and it's really sad, then they died, and now they're happy because everyone made fun of them when they were alive. It's just... Yeah, we know life sucks and there's bullies. Ugh.
Yeah, a very depressing end to that character is that it gives a very...
Or a very depressing beginning to this character.
Well,
Yeah,
not
her
like-
life doesn't start till after she dies, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that could be a bad message for the people who like this character.
Though, she also does use her death to go around, like, for those who are still ice fishing, like, she just comes out, "Hey! The ice is a little thin around here, so you shouldn't here, because the ice is thin.
Oh, thank you,
Or you'll
Ghost.
end up dead like me! Huh?"
Boogity 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 boogity.
And then I would never ice fish again. I like that she uses her death to an advantage, of helping others. I mean, not sure how she's going to just keep on not living, if she's ever going to go to the beyond or stop being a ghost or whatever, but we've said pretty much all we wanted to say about personality backstory, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Now for aesthetics. Oh my goodness, there's aesthetics good. I like...
I don't like the piercing.
Oh, is that what that is? I thought it was a mistake.
No, it's a
I was
piercing.
trying to like, but there's no actual ring fill in where the earring would be.
Yeah.
Oh, so her nostril isn't like that. It's another piercing.
Yeah. It is a piercing that exists, and it is a dumb piercing.
Emo.
No, it's obviously a big smiley face.
That's weirdly
With two-
off to the side.
Hey.
Oh, wait, it's the ghost
ghost.
smile.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a toothy, ghostly smile.
There's no teeth in that smile at all mummified. It's dimples.
Yeah, didn't you learn from the last drawing that that's
Come on,
probably
man.
a tongue anyway?
Get it together.
Oh God.
But,
I like her accessories. Not the piercing, but her actual like scarf. I think that's really cute, and the color goes well with the character.
Yeah.
Except not much use up
Can
for
a
it.
ghost
and yeah.
wear a scarf?
I
I mean,
can,
if they die with it, theoretically, they can.
Theoretically,
Unless
okay.
the fabric.
As the
unless
resident expert on ghosts, because you know
Yes.
so much about them.
Hey.
For some reason.
I've
Hey,
had...
I talked to Spook. Spook said it works.
Oh.
oh my God.
Damn it! Why didn't we save half of these ponies for the fucking Halloween episode?
Yeah,
These are
seriously.
horrible.
It's good ones. And we'll get more by that time anyway.
You say that.
The main thing I have a problem with about aesthetic, besides the piercing and the mane seems a little dark, but it might be like intense shading because it seems like she's very deep in the water or something like that right now. I don't know exactly. Cutie mark.
It's very detailed.
Yes.
Why is it all the way over to the side? Like, why does it need to be almost off the sheet of paper? In fact, I think it even is clipped off.
I feel like you should switch the eye and the cutie mark.
Yeah. Like, I like Sand Tomb's style. I mean, we've seen a bunch of their work on our show, but...
They definitely have a very unique style.
Yes, it's really good and it's beautiful.
But you gotta think of your layout, I guess is one way to put it.
I also don't know why there's a bloody wing representing
That's
her
why.
drowning.
That's why I thought it had been ripped off.
Yeah.
Why would it be bloody?
It's very odd because it's do we know if she had a wing or didn't have a wing?
It doesn't really. It says to say she's born without a wing.
Yeah, she was only born with one.
Yeah. So why? And if her special talent is drowning and dying, wouldn't it be like
then the wing technically
related?
Has nothing to. Well,
right.
It's still.
I don't know.
It's still the wing in water with the air bubbles going up, but it's still just.
Which could be a nice symbolic cutie mark, even though I don't like it because it's not really a special talent. Drowning isn't really a.
Yeah.
It's a one-time talent. I mean.
The talent would be helping ponies not drown.
So
maybe a wing ascending from the water.
Or maybe,
that would be cool.
Or if you want to be a little morbid, you could do maybe what is it? Maybe like a little tiny slab of ice with a hell ton of cracks in it.
Or a hole in the ice.
Or rising from the hole in the ice.
One wing rising from the hole in the ice.
Ugh.
And then she drowned and she found her other wing. It was there the whole time.
Hooray! Life is happy again.
I like her eyes.
She's alright. Anyway, so yeah, moving on to voting for this week. Running back in the... wait, no, that's a different part. Okay. Going over the OCs that we've brought to the episode today, I brought on Midnight Sketch by Midnight Sketches. Crowne Prince brought on Arowana by Quill Mix. Medi brought in Spooks by Silverboy27. And Smooth brought in Sequin, also by Quill Mix. What? Weird.
I know. I saw that and I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Anyway, so going back in the same order we presented in, and not voting for the same OC you brought to the party, Crowne Prince, who do you vote for best OC this week?
Smooth. No. Spooks.
Aww.
Yay!
Spooks.
I wanted to be a good OC for once.
Well, shit.
Spooks.
One.
I think I have to give it to Arowana. Just because I love it wasn't so much, I guess, not necessarily the pony itself, because the pony is great, but I think it was like the combination, like I said, of an immense, or a really cool world building and a cool pony in it. Betty?
Oh yeah, it's my turn now.
Yeah.
Oh man, can I just give it to
Skipper?
Yeah, can I give it to Skipper?
Skipper.
The river
Skipper.
otter?
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention this week.
Honorable mention, Skipper. But I actually did like Sequin.
Sequin? We never once said it the wrong way, so why the hell now? I don't get it.
You assume I can read.
You, clearly. We'll go back into that whole common thing later. Anyway, Smooth.
And I give my vote to Spooks.
Yay! Spooks wins!
Damn. Alright. Well, congratulations, Benny, on bringing in the good OC this week. Moving on to bad
Congratulations
OC.
on Skipper the River Otter winning the fucking
Yes.
of the Year award.
Yes. So, I brought on Balthazar by Joey Vodka. Crowne Prince brought on Madam Silk by Sayako. Medi brought on we assume Lightning Dash Sparkle by Lightning Dash 877.
Sparkle.
I don't know. He brought on LDS by Lightning Dash. And then Smooth brought on One Wing by Sandtomb. Crown Prince?
All right,
Worst pony this week?
Yeah, I cannot vote for Lightning Dash because there's not even anything there for us to judge. It's that bad. So instead, I'm going to give you the award for giving a great rant about Balthazar.
Yay! I'm going to give mine... I like One Wing, and I like Madam Silk. I don't like LDS. I'm giving it to him. Medi?
Wow. I think me and you ranted on Balthazar quite a while. I don't mind Silk Spider all that much.
Madam Silk?
Madam Silk. Damn it!
Compared to what you guys brought, yeah. There's not. It doesn't even.
Yeah, I mean, like she could fall into the AAU excuse. She was
fine.
a little bit. Yeah, Balthazar, and also I liked One Wing as well. I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
Smooth?
Balthazar.
Yes! I haven't gotten a bad OC win in forever.
I haven't gotten a bad OC win in a very, very long time, and that's good.
Because you just bring 2 good OCs.
So, congratulations to those who win this week, and hopefully what we say in this episode can help further improve other people. Now, if you have an OC that you want to bring into this party of ours, or want to submit it, Midi, where can they send OCs to have them reviewed by us?
You can send it to us at eurocsucks.deviantart.com, at eurocsucks at twitter.com, eurocsuckspodcast@gmail.com, and eurocsuckspodcast.tumblr.com.
And please have story and description, please.
Oh yes, please don't forget to put story in the description of the story. Send it to Crown Prince, actually. Just send her everything now. She's the new PR person of Sucks.
Also, I want to
Congratulations!
I want to thank everybody who in the last couple of weeks have started donating to our Patreon. You too can donate to our Patreon and receive a wide variety of special gifts, promotions, whatnot that you can earn, whether it's a drawing from one of the 4 of us or one of our episode downloads. Either way, if you feel like doing that, you're more than welcome to do that. Link to our Patreon will be linked in the description below. Crown Prince, I want to say thank you one more time for being on this show. It has been a delight. You are a pleasure to have on the show. But before we say our official goodbyes, I need to know what you have coming up. What do you have coming down the pipes? What are you working on lately?
Well, I mostly have been sitting around doing absolutely nothing, so you can expect to see No, that's not true at all. So I'm working on a very large personal project that probably won't come out until BronyCon. I'm gonna debut that at BronyCon, a trailer of it, because it'll be too long to play during the panel, assuming we get one. I'm also working on Anthology 5. And I'm working on a secret project with a particular person in the community whose name I won't mention at this time. But
we won't make you mention it.
It will be show-accurate animation. Yay.
Sick.
Any more Clone High stuff?
No. I almost did. I almost started one. But I am planning on doing a sequel to the John Delancey video.
Cool.
Yay.
There's a sequel to that story, and it's worse than the first one.
You mentioned the fact that you're going to BronyCon. Any other cons that you're going to go to this year?
Nope, that's my only con this year.
Damn it. All right. Well, I guess we'll just have to hang out at BronyCon. I was hoping to go for a triple...
So you didn't plan the whole friggin' BabsCon trio thing.
I was really hoping that you were going to BabsCon. That way I could be like, yes! All 3 guests! That would have been so cool.
I had been planning on it, but it was not going to work out.
It happens.
Mummified. Now only 2 people will ignore you at BabsCon.
Nice. Well, like I said, thank you again for being on the show. Thank you for all your amazing work you do. My name is Mummified Thunderbirds. I am a loser. I have been joined by
Medi Bobo.
Smooth sailing.
And our wonderful guest this week,
Crown Prince.
And remember, everybody, your OC sucks.